Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Julie and today's video is going to be an update after gastric bypass surgery. It has been 4 years since I had surgery. I had my gastric bypass done in October of 2018 and right now it is November 2022. Wow, lots of time has passed. I meant to do a 1-year update and then I was always like, you know what, I'll do an update soon. And so much life has happened. If you've watched my life updates on my channel, you'll know exactly how much has happened. I really appreciate if you have subscribed for these updates and appreciate even more if you've stayed subscribed just waiting for another one. I do have an Instagram account. I haven't been on there either, but I do want to start posting because I'm kind of going to start another weight loss journey on there. So you can follow me at julieslayslbs on Instagram. And yeah, hopefully I'll be posting on there more. I just got this Apple Watch today. Super excited about it. This is just for my health journey. My husband got it for me, even though we really have been trying to tighten up our budget. He is an absolute doll. So hopefully this will inspire me to start posting more about my health journey, and that will help me stay a little bit accountable. So let's start with my stats. My heaviest recorded weight was 256 pounds. My surgery day weight was 211 pounds. And my lowest weight was 163 pounds. So I know in my 6-month update I had said I wanted to get down to 140. Man, 140 would be fantastic. But I ended up getting pregnant and did not end up going under that weight. I think I stayed 163 to 170 and maybe 168, bounced around in that arena until I got pregnant. Then after I lost my first son, he was born prematurely. Nothing to do with the surgery. It was just incompetent cervix or cervical insufficiency, unrelated to the surgery. After that happened, I did drop all of the weight again and then slowly kind of gained a little bit of extra weight just out of grief. And surgery doesn't stop the dependence on food for like emotional reasons, and that's something that I already knew, but I definitely experienced. However, I'm so thankful for the surgery as a tool to stop me from gaining too much weight, because in the time since my last video, I got pregnant after a decade of infertility without medicine or anything, which was one of my biggest reasons for wanting surgery. So I got pregnant, lost my son, went through the grieving and the mourning and then grieving period, got my weight back under control, went through another really hard life event. I lose and gain weight now if I have something traumatic happen. I tend to lose weight up front and then kind of gain weight in the aftermath while I'm processing. Then I had another hard life event that I don't really want to talk about. And then my father passed away, and then I got pregnant again and just had my son less than 4 months ago. So that's all the life that has been lived since my last update that has kind of created situations where I am gaining and losing weight because of emotional eating and that kind of stuff, or because I had to be on kind of not bed rest, but light bed rest where I'm not being too active because I have a cervical insufficiency. So I had to get a procedure done called a cerclage, and not be too active in order to keep my pregnancy stable. So because of that, I have not been very active over this last year, especially. But yeah, so my current my current situation is that I've gained a little bit of weight because of pregnancy, because of grieving, and because of breastfeeding, I guess. It's made me really hungry. I know that they say with breastfeeding you lose more weight, and that is certainly probably true. So my current weight right now, just under 4 months postpartum, is 182 or 183, somewhere in there. I weighed myself this morning, but I had drank my whole giant cup of coffee before I weighed myself, so not exactly sure on my precise weight, but somewhere in that arena. We'll say 182. So that's about 19 pounds up from my lowest weight. After having a baby and seriously not being strict about food whatsoever and not exercising, I'd say that's pretty darn amazing, and I'm so grateful. I'm not joking when I say I think I would probably be 100 pounds more than my heaviest weight with all of the just really traumatic events that I've gone through, and how I used to lean on food so much and gain weight so quickly and so easily. I'm so grateful that because of using the tool that I had, the surgery, and also because of counseling, I have been able to maintain a good portion of that weight loss. Now, I do want to lose the weight that I've gained, as well as a little bit extra. I would really love to really get down to my original goal. But right now I would just be happy to get back down to 160, 165, just to get down to where I was. That would be fantastic. That's my first goal. Let's start there and then see what happens. So over the last 4 years since surgery, once I got down to my low weight, 163, I really was steady there until pregnancy. And then after that, I would say I was fluctuating probably around 170 to 175 as my normal baseline weight over years. And that's pretty great. I have heard people say that once you hit your low weight, you tend to go up a few pounds and then kind of hover there. I think that the number that they said is you lose and then you gain like 20 or something like that. I didn't gain that much. 163 was my low weight. I was there until pregnancy and until my grieving period started. And then I was less than 10 pounds up actually. So that's pretty good. Just had a lot of life going on, you know? And that's the thing with gastric bypass surgery is life goes on and you just have to face what comes your way. And the surgery remains a tool that is so helpful, but it does not change your desire to comfort yourself with the same things that you used to comfort yourself with. And of course, I have found healthier ways to cope with stressors that have happened in my life, but I definitely have not completely just, food is no longer a comfort to me. It's not what I want to turn to. No, I definitely want to turn to it still, but I am stopped by my body way before I used to be, and it's been a huge help to me. So diabetes, I am diabetic. I have been diabetic for a very long time now, and pre-pregnancy, like before my first pregnancy, a few years ago, my A1C was not even pre-diabetic range. They told me that technically when you're diabetic, you're diabetic. You can get your A1C in a normal range, but really there's no cure. Like my body will never respond to carbs and sugar like most people's or someone without diabetes. It won't be like that for me, and I accepted it. That's fine. I was really excited because I feel like I hit my goal of getting my A1C in a really good place. I wanted to be off of medicine. That never happened. Okay, so I'm losing daylight, so I'm kind of moving around trying to keep my face lit up. I haven't been over the top strict over the last 4 years, and my A1C has stayed in a really good range. I'll be honest, over the last 4 months since I had my son, I have eaten whatever I want, whenever I want, and however much I want. And the reason for that is I was restricted during pregnancy because of the diabetes. So I couldn't eat any sugary anything without my A1C spiking. There was a lot of guilt over my blood sugar numbers, which were not in my control. And I had to eat a certain amount of carbs. It was just so stressful that when I had him, I was like, give me everything that I was craving because now I can eat it without guilt. So as far as how much I can eat, from the beginning, if you've watched my other updates, from the beginning, I was able to eat a very normal amount of food pretty early on. I can eat even more now. However, I cannot eat anywhere near the amount of food in one sitting that I used to, and also throughout the day. I also got surgery because of different health reasons. I had my diabetes was really, really hard to control. I had a fatty liver after surgery. I think it was only 6 months after I didn't have a fatty liver anymore. I still do not. As far as fertility issues, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and one of the other main reasons that I got the surgery was in hopes that if my diabetes were controlled and my health were just kind of in general better, that my PCOS would be more managed. And I won't say that it's completely cured my PCOS and everything's normal and healthy. There's still issues in there, and I know that they don't know a whole lot about PCOS. They're still learning. So I know it's helped, but I don't fully know to what degree. As far as hair and skin and all of that kind of stuff that can be affected after surgery, all of that went back to normal. I will say my skin and my hair used to be more greasy, and I think a mixture of age. I'm 33 now, so a mixture of getting older and then also the surgery kind of made me a little bit less greasy than I used to be. I used to just be a very oily person. I would say I'm a little bit more combination skin now, a little bit more normal also, and that my hair, it takes an extra day to get greasy. Aside from that, it's pretty much where it was. The thickness of my hair and the health of my skin, it's all about the same as pre-surgery, except for I'm aging. So one of the things that I really wanted when I got the surgery, this is something I had talked about with my friends that I would confide in about, the struggles of trying to lose weight and just having trouble with all of that, is I would say, I just don't want food to be my all-consuming thing. I was constantly trying to lose weight, constantly trying not to gain weight. And I was like, I just want to eat and not have to worry about this and not have to think about it all the time. That didn't 100% happen, but it did kind of happen. I'll say I feel really grateful because even though food is a really big part of life, I mean, you eat to survive, so that's never gonna not be there. You're always gonna have to eat. You're always gonna have to think about what you're putting into your body. You're always gonna have to have some degree of self-control. It's not gonna fix everything. I get sweeted out way earlier than I did pre-surgery, and that has remained the case 4 years later. So it definitely has helped. If I'm really craving something like ice cream, I used to be able to put away so much ice cream, and now I can only have a small amount of ice cream, and and that's it. I will feel sick, or I'll feel sweeted out and I won't even want it. And so fortunately I can indulge in things like that. I'm not lactose intolerant. I guess a lot of people become lactose intolerant after surgery. I'm not lactose intolerant, and I am not overly sensitive to sugar. So I've been able to enjoy sweets, but I do get sweeted out quicker, and so it hasn't been a situation where I just eat exactly like I used to and I'm struggling in the same ways. It's like, no, thank God for this tool. Thank God I did it, because it stopped me, and not in the violently ill way like I was prepared for, but in a way that is enough for me to where I'm like, you know what? I've had enough of that, and if I eat anymore, I can tell I'm gonna get sick. And so I'm just really grateful that it does stop me and it does help. The other thing is I wanted to feel good. I wanted to be able to exercise and to feel healthy, to feel well, and I do. Really the biggest desire of my heart, I wanted to be healthy and I wanted to have a family, and I feel like I have those things now. So I'm more than happy that I got the surgery. I'm so pleased that everything that I have gone through hasn't caused me to gain even more weight and to struggle even more, and I really think that this tool is to thank for it. So I'm really grateful that I did it. That's my personal story, and yeah. Anyway, that's my update. If you have any questions, anything that I didn't address, because it's been so long since I've really thought through, when I was doing the other updates, I knew what to say because I knew what I was looking for when I was trying to decide if I was going to have surgery. My mind is so not even there anymore. I'm just kind of living my life and focused on other things now. So if there's anything I missed, feel free to comment questions down below, and I'd love to make another video if there's anything else you're wondering. And if not, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. And I hope that you'll stick around, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.